In the heart of the Gholda Empire, where the sun kissed the emerald hills and the river sang songs of ancient tales, lay a realm that sparkled with the brilliance of magic and the valor of its people. The Gholda Empire was not merely a collection of lands, but a living tapestry woven with threads of enchantment, adventure, and the indomitable spirit of its inhabitants, from the bustling markets of Eldoria to the towering peaks of the Silver Mountains. Stories of wizards, mages, valiant knights, and cunning merchants unfolded like the petals of a blooming flower. At the center of this vibrant empire stood the capital city of Eldoria, a marvel of architecture and artistry. Its streets were lined with cobblestones that shimmered with a faint luminescence, a gift from the wizards who had once walked these paths. Towering spires reached for the heavens, adorned with intricate carvings of mythical beasts and celestial patterns. The air was thick with the scent of spices and the laughter of merchants hawking their wares. Colorful tents filled the marketplace, each one a portal to a different world of wonders. Here, one could find potions brewed from the rarest herbs, enchanted trinkets that whispered secrets, and fabrics that changed color with the wearer's mood. In the heart of Eldoria, the Grand Sorcerer's Guild stood as a beacon of knowledge and power. Wizards and mages from all corners of the empire gathered within its hallowed halls, their robes flowing like water as they debated arcane theories and practiced spells that could bend the very fabric of reality. Among them was Elowin, a young mage with a talent for elemental magic. Her fiery red hair contrasted sharply with her deep green robes, a reflection of her affinity for the earth and fire. Elowin was known for her insatiable curiosity and a heart that beat fiercely for adventure. She spent her days learning from the elders, her nights dreaming of distant lands where magic flowed freely, and dragons soared through the skies. Elowin's life took an unexpected turn when she stumbled upon an ancient tome hidden within the guild's library. Bound in cracked leather and adorned with runes that glowed faintly in the dim light, the book spoke of the legendary Crystal of Ether, a relic said to amplify a mage's power beyond imagination. It was rumored to be hidden in the treacherous depths of the Shadowfang Forest, a place whispered about in hushed tones, where the trees twisted into grotesque shapes and shadows danced with malevolence. The allure of the crystal was irresistible, and Elowin felt a fire ignite within her, a calling to embark on a quest that would change her life forever. Gathering her courage, Elowin sought the counsel of her closest friends. Kael, a knight of unparalleled bravery, and Lirael, a merchant with an uncanny knack for acquiring rare artifacts. Kael, clad in shining armor that glinted in the sunlight, was known throughout the empire for his valor in battle and his unwavering loyalty. His sword, forged from the rarest metals, was said to have tasted the blood of countless foes. Lirael, on the other hand, was a whirlwind of energy, her dark hair framing a face that sparkled with mischief. She could charm anyone into parting with their treasures, her keen instincts guiding her through the labyrinth of trade. As they gathered in the guild's courtyard, Elowin shared her discovery, her eyes alight with excitement. Kael listened intently, his brow furrowed in thought. "The Shadowfang Forest is perilous." "Yes," he warned. "But if the crystal is as powerful as you say, it could tip the balance of power in our favor against the warlords who threaten our lands." Lirael's eyes gleamed with intrigue. "Imagine the riches we could acquire if we found such a relic. Count me in," she declared, her adventurous spirit igniting the embers of their quest. With their resolve set, the trio prepared for their journey. They gathered supplies, enchanted maps that would guide them through the treacherous terrain, and potions that would bolster their strength and shield them from harm. As they set forth from Eldoria, the sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden hue over the empire. The path ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but the thrill of adventure coursed through their veins. The Shadowfang forest loomed before them, a dark expanse that seemed to swallow the light. As they ventured deeper, the air grew thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant howl of a creature unseen. Elowyn led the way, her fingers dancing in the air as she conjured a soft glow to illuminate their path. Shadows flickered at the edges of their vision, and whispers seemed to echo through the trees, tales of those who had ventured into the forest and never returned. Days turned into nights as they navigated the labyrinthine woods, facing challenges that tested their resolve. They encountered magical beasts, great wolves with fur like midnight, their eyes glowing like embers, and ethereal foxes that darted through the underbrush, leaving trails of shimmering light. Each encounter was a reminder of the power that thrummed within the forest, a reminder that they were intruders in a realm governed by ancient magic. One fateful night, as they camped beneath the sprawling branches of an ancient oak, they were ambushed by a band of warlords, brutal marauders who sought to claim the forest for themselves. Clad in dark leather and wielding weapons forged from the bones of fallen beasts, the warlords descended upon them like a storm. Chaol sprang into action, his sword gleaming as he defended Elowyn and Lyrael. The clash of steel echoed through the trees, a symphony of battle that resonated with the very heart of the forest. Elowyn, fueled by her determination, summoned flames that danced at her fingertips, casting light and heat into the fray. She unleashed a torrent of fire, driving back their attackers and illuminating the darkness. Lyrael, ever resourceful, flung enchanted smoke bombs that obscured their foes' vision, giving them the advantage they needed to escape. Together, they fought with a fierce unity, their hearts beating as one against the tide of chaos. As dawn broke, the remnants of the battle lay scattered around them, a testament to their resilience. The warlords had retreated, leaving behind a silence that was both eerie and welcome. Exhausted but victorious, the trio pressed on, their spirits bolstered by the knowledge that they could face any challenge together. They shared stories of their pasts around the flickering campfire, laughter mingling with the sounds of the forest, forging bonds that would last a lifetime. After what felt like an eternity, they finally reached the heart of the Shadowfang forest, a clearing bathed in an otherworldly light. At its center stood an ancient altar, and upon it rested the crystal of ether, pulsating with a vibrant energy that called to them like a siren's song. Elowyn approached cautiously, her heart racing with anticipation. The crystal was more magnificent than she had ever imagined, its facets reflecting colors that danced like flames. As she reached out to touch it, a voice echoed through the clearing, deep and resonant. Only those pure of heart may wield the power of the ether. The voice belonged to a guardian spirit, a magnificent creature that shimmered like starlight, its form shifting between that of a dragon and a phoenix. It spoke of the trials that awaited them, of the responsibility that came with the crystal's power. Elowyn felt the weight of its words settle upon her, a reminder that their quest was not merely for glory, but for the protection of their empire. With newfound determination, Elowyn accepted the challenge. The trials were designed to test their strength, wisdom, and unity. Together, they faced illusions that sought to divide them, riddles that required their combined intellect, and battles against manifestations of their deepest fears. Each trial brought them closer, revealing the strength of their friendship and the depths of their courage. Finally, after what felt like a lifetime of challenges, they stood before the Guardian once more. The spirit regarded them with a mixture of pride and caution. "You have proven yourselves worthy. The crystal of ether is yours. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility." As Elowyn grasped the crystal, a surge of energy coursed through her, filling her with a sense of purpose and clarity. She felt connected to the very essence of magic itself, a conduit of the forces that shaped their world. With the crystal in hand, they began their journey back to Eldoria, their hearts swelling with hope and determination. The Gholda Empire was on the brink of change, and they were now its guardians. News of their quest spread like wildfire, inspiring others to rise against the warlords who threatened their lands. Merchants and common folk alike rallied behind them, united by a shared vision of a brighter future. As they entered the gates of Eldoria, the city erupted in celebration. Banners flew high, and the streets were filled with joyous laughter. Elwyn, Kael, and Lirael stood at the center of it all, their hearts swelling with pride. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious. Not just as individuals, but as a symbol of hope for the entire empire. In the days that followed, they worked tirelessly to harness the power of the Crystal of Ether, using it to strengthen the defenses of their city and empower the people. Elwyn became a beacon of wisdom, guiding aspiring mages and teaching them the importance of using their gifts for the greater good. Kael trained a new generation of knights, instilling in them the values of honor and courage. Lirael, with her keen instincts, transformed the marketplace into a hub of innovation, where merchants collaborated to create enchanted goods that benefited all. Yet, as the empire flourished, shadows loomed on the horizon. The warlords, emboldened by their defeat, began to regroup, plotting their revenge. Whispers of unrest spread through the land, and it became clear that the peace they had fought so hard to achieve was fragile. Elwyn, Kael, and Lirael knew that their journey was far from over. They had ignited a spark of hope, but it was their duty to ensure that it did not extinguish. Together, they prepared for the battles to come, united by their shared purpose and the bonds they had forged. The Gholda Empire would stand strong against the darkness, a testament to the power of friendship, courage, and the enchanting wonders that filled their world. As they looked out over the sprawling landscape, they knew that their story was just beginning, a tale of magic, adventure, and the unwavering spirit of those who dared to dream.